Hello, welcome back to Cruising Off Duty. This is going to be a very short update video. It's not a real video because we're not actually doing anything in this episode. I just wanted to let you know where we are. This is May 28th, and if you've been watching my previous build up to this sailing voyage, I'm supposed to be leaving South Africa on May 20th. So we are 8 days and counting past when we should have left. And you're probably wondering how the heck that happens. I was kind of wondering too. It ends up that there's a US Coast Guard number. Since Sean is American, he's going to flag his vessel American. He needed a US Coast Guard number in order to register his EPIRB and all his other things. So until he gets that number, and he gets that from the US Coast Guard, we can't check out of South Africa. So fingers crossed. He's talked to all sorts of high-ranking officials asking why it's taking so long. Supposedly it's coming Tuesday, which is today here in Africa, but comes from California, so it would be Tuesday night, late if we get it today. And in which case, then we get that number, we got to give it to the South African officials in order to check out the country. So at the earliest, that would be Thursday. We'd be able to sail out of here. So it'd be the 30th? Yeah, 30th. Crazy. So we are way behind schedule. I just thought I'd let my viewers know, because I'm sure a lot of you by now would have been thinking, you've been sending me Facebook messages and whatnot saying, how's the voyage going? When are you going to get to St. Helena? Yada yada. We haven't even left South Africa yet. Yeah, not what I expected, but it is what it is, right? And the good thing about it, if you watch my preamble episodes to coming, I was worried I'd only have 2 days in Cape Town before we sail away and I wouldn't get a chance to check out things in Cape Town. Clearly, nothing could be further from the truth. I've been able to do, let's just go through it all. We went for a loop around Cape Hope, down the coast of South Africa to Cape Hope, which is the most southwestern point in Africa. Got to see the penguins, got to go to the Table Mountain, the top of that, and look down at Cape Town. That was awesome. We spent a day doing, well, we did a day doing a test sail on the Xquisite X5 with the new parasailer. That was awesome. Then we did wine tasting. We went into wine country, drove outside of town with Tomas and did wine tasting at 3 different vineyards. That was a hoot. Today we just did a safari. So we drove 3 hours outside of town to go to a safari, a private game reserve, and drove around in an open Jeep, which you'll see an episode of all these things in the future. But that's what I've been keeping myself busy doing, being a tourist here in South Africa. It is a great country. I love it here. Anybody who said, watch out, I'm sure there's some shady areas of Cape Town you don't want to walk around at night by yourself, but everywhere else we've been in South Africa has been friendly and beautiful. And even though it's almost their winter, it's really just maybe sweatshirt weather, sometimes t-shirt weather. So compared to Canada, it's beautiful. So highly suggest coming here. I've told Janice all this. We're definitely going to stop in Cape Town when we do our circumnavigation, and we're going to stay at, sorry, there's a highway behind here. We're going to stay at the V&A waterfront, which is where the Xquisite X5 is. Such a beautiful, clean harbor. Love it. And there's so much shopping and restaurants there. You'll see episodes all about that coming up after this update video. I wanted to get this one out first because A, it's easy to edit, and B, it gives you the reasons for why there's going to be a bunch of episodes about touristy stuff before the actual sailing starts, hopefully 2 days from now. So heading back from the safari, we are in front of yet another vineyard where you can do wine tasting in there, and I'll just pan around to show you the beauty of the mountains around here. Check this out. And this is like everywhere you go around here. There's always mountains in every direction. It's a crazy mountainous area, beautiful to watch. So yeah, even the drive to the safari was entertaining. So that's it for me for this update. Hopefully you enjoyed it, even though it's disappointing that I'm not sailing already. And until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you safe cruising, and ciao for now.
Hi, this is Craig and welcome back to Cruising Off Duty. If you've been watching the channel, you know I left my home in Ottawa, left my beautiful wife behind, shoehorned myself into an economy seat on a plane for 26 hours where I had somebody sleeping on me, and then landed in Cape Town, South Africa. Why, you might ask? Well, I got to check out Cape Hope, which is the most southwestern part, and almost got blown off this cliff. Got to see some beautiful views. Got to check out some penguins for the first time. Yes, I live in Canada where it's really cold, but they don't have penguins, so this is my first time. And before you start thinking it's really cold in South Africa, that is a monkey on the sign, and yes, that is a monkey going by our car, so clearly not that cold. And of course I couldn't come to Cape Town without taking the gondola to the top of Table Mountain and stand there like I'm king of the world. What of you? Well, you might be thinking, did you really get on a plane for 26 hours to be a tourist all by yourself in Cape Town? Of course not. I came to Cape Town to get on an Xquisite X5. That's a 50-foot catamaran that I'm going to go from Cape Town, South Africa, through the South Atlantic, across the equator for the very first time, through the Caribbean, and finally to the United States. This 10,000-mile sailing voyage is going to be epic, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming episodes. A special shout out to my patrons that have been around since the beginning of the channel. Love you guys. I also have some sponsors for this voyage that made it possible for me to fly halfway around the world to go sailing. Thanks a ton. Now in this episode, we're going to go to Phoenix Marine, which is where the Xquisite X5 is built. If I'm going to cross oceans on a boat, I kind of want to know that it's top quality because I have this little thing about not wanting to die. And yeah, after this factory tour, all my fears or concerns are gone. The level of detail and quality that goes in every stage of this boat is just mind-blowing to me. If I could afford this boat, now just so you know, it's a $1.3 million boat, because I know people are going to want to know. If I could afford that, which I can't, but if I could afford that, this would be the #1 boat on my list. Check out this factory tour if you're interested and see for yourself.
Weigh anchor and hoist the sail.